Hi guys, and welcome to the Rocket League Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present a video replay of the match between Chiefs Esports Club and Gentlemates Alpine during the Esports World Cup 2024. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
But then, you know, FURIA versus Twisted Minds, if that can go to 5, then Chiefs are more than capable of doing it again. What I would say is when Chiefs faced Gentlemates, they'd only had a few scrims. They were brand new together. They hadn't learned each other's weaknesses. Right? Exactly. So they had no reason not to be confident and feel like they had nothing to lose. Now they have something to lose. Losing 3-2 to Spacestation Gaimin in the upper bracket, you know, losing that game 5, if they can't break through, they will feel bitterly disappointed. But Gentlemates, you know, they're your full major champions. These teams ain't no slouch.
Yeah, not at all. Last time, as we said, there was no tape to review. This time, they have been in the tapes that they will have reviewed. They've also got the other series where Chiefs ended up, as you say, losing to Spacestation Gaming. A lot more of a known factor now, but still, a little bit of a wild card compared to the teams that they'll be used to playing. Seiko wanted to kick things off early by linking up with Juicy, the MVP for the major that they ended up taking home.
Well, yeah, it's some early defending to do for Chiefs, but they do so. Jorius gets it past one of them with a dunk, and then there he goes into the net. He's already online.
A one-man army kicking us off. A reception in the midfield, flick over one, and then the low 50. Really seems to be the theme of this LAN, I feel. Trying to lure teams into going high, taking it low, pushing it through. Chiefs, an early lead just 1 minute in.
I mean, I was about to do a statement about how Chiefs with Jorius has been about so much more than just Jorius, as Gentlemates have a chance here. Hunter and Kaka, their step up has been unbelievably impressive. They're showing composure, they're showing class, as well as the raw mechanics that Oceanic players always seem to have. The ability to know when to stay still, when to go for a bump or a demo, when to hold your head up high when all hope seems lost. Losing in that game 5, they had to almost reverse sweep just to get there against Spacestation Gaming, and that surely shows their mentality is higher, as well as their overall gameplay.
Crazy story coming through for Jorius, but you're completely right identifying Hunter and Kaka. Recently losing their teammate Finn to retirement at the ripe old age of like 22 or something ridiculous.
Old.
Very old. Hunter trying to slam that one top corner, Juicy to block it away. And the pressure really has not fallen in favour of the Gentlemates. Yeah,
I mean, they had about 20 seconds of it, but Chiefs managed to escape that fairly simply. And Jorius, I mean, the man just has a free roll. He does whatever he wants in this team. And Hunter and Kaka are learning to play around him. But here comes Juicy down the other end, a player whose own mechanics have been improving match by match pretty much since being brought up with Moist into the RLCS last season. And now with this season, winning that major before ever winning an online event. Kaka, you've got to doink that hell. There is a pass for Kaka. The attack goes to nowhere. He didn't doink.
Nice little reset, block attempt going through from Jorius. But let's talk about Gentlemates real quick. Because the fact that we're not talking as much about Itachi, Seiko, and Juicy really shows the quality that Chiefs have put forward. They are the #1, or they were the #1 team for a little while, coming through from Europe, going into the World Championship. End up losing that title, I believe. But this is the last event that we've got on LAN before we go to Fort Worth in a couple of weeks' time. And if you're going into it with the doubts of we just lost to Chiefs, if that ends up happening, that may well spell tournament over before it even begins.
I mean, there were some poor performances a couple of days ago, individually from Gentlemates. I want to identify Itachi as missing some shots that he really should be finishing. That is his role on this team, to put the ball away when his more mechanical teammates have opened up the floodgates. Will it be the same again today? Seiko has potentially opened up that floodgate, but Jorius beats Itachi to the ball cleanly. Juicy now finds himself as the last line of defense. Wins the ball and musties it towards Seiko. It's a nice idea. Seiko gets a touch into the middle. Itachi's following up, hoping the ball will fall to him. He also needs to be the disruptor against Chiefs. They found things a little bit comfortable at times. What I would say as well, though, Stumpy, is that in game 1, last time these two played, Gentlemates actually took it comfortably before Chiefs warmed up. If Chiefs can take game 1, it's an even taller mountain for Gentlemates.
Yeah, setting themselves that early handicap, making sure that, okay, we've got 1 done. We can do 2 more. And not gonna lie, if you took all the nameplates off here and showed me the replay, I would absolutely pip the blue side as Gentlemates, considering how well they're playing. Yeah, really hasn't been that many pushes down past the halfway line.
So far, the eye test has pretty much been dominance for Chiefs. Gentlemates have had a couple of forays into the blue half, but Chiefs gonna have to do a lot. Sorry, Gentlemate's gonna have to do a lot more than what we've been doing so far. Seiko is jumping early there. You know, why did he leave the ground that quick? There was no Chiefs players around him. More signs of nerves there for Gentlemates. In the end, it leads to a great pass though, and that shows how quickly these quality teams can turn it around.
142 kilometers per hour, 3-man passing play. Absolutely rips it past Warriors.
It was just as I was critiquing Gentlemates for rushing into things. They slow it down, they consider their options, and they bust out a couple of perfect passes, and suddenly they find themselves back into game one. Who steps up next is Kaka! Chiefs get the instant response!
A homegrown hero, potentially securing game number 1, and a dunk. The assist from Warriors. Kaka, right place, right time. Absolutely perfect placement below the defending player. 40 seconds to hold this lead now.
Well, will they hold or will they continue to push? Traditionally, OCE teams do the latter. Warriors onto the backboard. Itachi has to get this read. He does. It's a good pass to Seiko. Another 3-player passing play. Juicy follows it up on the backboard, but Hunter was there. This is where Chiefs have evolved with Warriors at the helm. Warriors, here he is now, the man of the moment. Gets it towards Hunter, wants the redirect. Juicy doesn't let him. Gentlemates desperate to get this ball. Unable to do so up to this point. Seiko goes long. Itachi wins it. That's better from Gentlemates. Juicy now slows things down. That's exactly what Warriors wants. It's more loose play from Gentlemates. Last time I critiqued them for that, they got a passing play 2 seconds later. Will they get a chance to again, though? As Hunter takes a nice touch, should send it down. Warriors is there, could finish it. Itachi gets the save. We're watching Kaka, but he's watching the game. Juicy into the center. Itachi no boost. Hunter just wants to kill it. As soon as this touches the ground, it's game 1 over. It still remains up. Seiko goes high. Itachi has boost. This would be agony if Gentlemates can get the equalizer, but Kaka ain't gonna let them. It ends. Chiefs 2, Gentlemates 1. And if Gentlemates thought this...
In Saudi Arabia.
However, there's more excitement if Gentlemates win it as well. It will be a rematch of the Copenhagen Majors Grand Final, which was won by the Gentlemates. So huge storylines and plot lines evolving no matter what happens over, hopefully, these next 4 games.
Chiefs need to stick to their game plan. Make sure that they stay with this aggressive, non-respect style. Hunter, precisely what that team needs to do, whereas Gentlemates, they need to really just get back to the form that they've been on and bar down.
Oh, it's in.
Warriors, an early screamer.
How does that sneak in? Warriors to the ceiling, follows it up again. The ball thought about going into the back of the net, wiped its feet, and eventually, even with Itachi there, exploded into the back of the net. Chiefs take yet another lead.
An early lead at that as well. We said about the handicap game 1. It's a handicap way to start game 2, but Juicy
well played.
With a perfect demo. Doesn't even need an assist on this one. Fully on him, that kickoff perfect. Warriors had a decent amount of boost. Juicy knows, get it on target, get the goal.
Yeah, great play there from Juicy, and exactly what Gentlemates needed. I just noticed after that first goal, maybe I was projecting, but I noticed Seiko's head was starting to drop a little bit, and I was getting a tad worried. Maybe that goal was the shot in the arm. And Gentlemates will be back, a team capable of squeezing the life of any opponents. Not the most mechanical team in the world, but their transitions, their follow-ups, their 50-50 games so strong. I've overcommitted there, though. For a second, it looked like Chiefs were back straight in from the Gentlemates equalizer, but here comes Kaka onto the backboard. Itachi was up. Itachi's playing with confidence today, but Gentlemates need more than confidence. They have to just find that extra level they're really struggling with against Chiefs.
I'll tell you what, Hunt over on the Kaka was near enough in the perfect position to receive that ball. Can't quite make contact, but the fact that he was nearby is a good sign for the Chiefs. Gentlemates, though, keeping this one even. Kaka having a troubling time in defense. This is where Gentlemates need to make sure that they are capitalizing on any errors. Chiefs are playing imperfectly. This is not perfect Rocket League, and you need to open their eyes to it.
Yeah, speaking of imperfection, Jurius had a chance there to take a touch or find a pass. Instead, he went for a snapshot when there were 2 goalkeepers on the line. And then the Gentlemates could begin a transition, but 2 Chiefs players were back for that. That's something we've seen quite often. Jurius spearheading the attack, and both Hunter and Kaka back. Here comes Seiko up against Itachi. Seiko sends it long. Juicy is up. Juicy might be able to take a shot here. Went for pixel perfection and couldn't quite nail it.
Got a huge bounce. That ends up going just wide of the post. And with Jory's attempting to get this one central. Although Hunt's trying to link up with Kaka. That one, a mid-post bounce and then a pinball between 2 Gentlemates players. even more awkward every second that passed on that play.
Not the first open net miss that we've seen from Chiefs against Spacestation Gaming. I think it was 1-1 in the final game when they missed yet another one. And that one ended up being a comfortable win for Spacestation in the end. You have to take these chances if you're Chiefs. Even though you're performing well, you will not be given too many opportunities where the goal is gaping like that.
Going for a bump attempt, Kaka is removed from the floor by Itachi. Juicy again for that second goal, and look at that, just chasing it down, ball cam off, sees it's on target, target man acquired. Gentlemates, a game lead.
Love to see that from Itachi with the ball cam off as well. You see exactly what the Moroccans saw as that goal went in. It's all communication, it's all speech. I've got the player, put it in the back of the net and we're okay. And Gentlemates take the lead. Kaka, he's up, sends it to the side. Juicy's there, takes a clean first touch. Could double up straight away here. Jory's already up for it. Seiko's turn now. Seiko, I'd say the only Gentlemates player yet to really get too involved. Lovely strike from Kaka. Hunter's there following up yet again. Chiefs have an attack in their mind. Seiko is up for it. Seiko gets a touch. And Kaka is beaten. Juicy now. He's definitely the one for me that for Gentlemates is looking most likely.
I mean, Juicy with 2 already, going to be hunting for that Hattie. 2 minutes left though. As Juice now clearing it away, finds Itachi back corner. Hunter to receive. Jory is there, relatively on his own. Gets around Itachi. 1-2. It's down, not a teammate to follow.
Seiko's in here. He wants to land on this boost ideally, but Hunter nips in and gets the boost ahead of him. Kaka, do you take a touch? Perhaps you could have. There was definitely defenders covering. Hunter was already on the next touch, but maybe Chiefs could have done a little bit more there. Instead, it's Seiko dribbling the ball away. A couple of Chiefs players go for the ball. We have seen double commits from them in their series against Spacestation.
To me, though, looking like we're seeing Chiefs take a couple of these shots just to test that Gentlemates defense. I don't think it's a bad plan whatsoever, because you're making them have to just have one player back a little bit further than maybe they would like. Gentlemates are one of those teams that want to push up as quick as they can. They lose those 50s into each other, meaning that then you can get this continued attack. That's a little bit of a whiff for Tachi. We'll ignore that one.
It works out really well, though, because now Seiko, with absolutely no momentum, can just air dribble the ball, so Chiefs can send him to the side fairly simply. They knew exactly what he was doing with that one. Done too much more with no speed on it already. Kaka to the back wall. Itachi wants to get the second touch and can't, but Seiko follows up. 45 seconds now. Chiefs searching for a goal. Gentlemates is trying to see this one out. One of the best teams in the world when they have a lead, Gentlemates. They never fear only having one goal to the good. Of course, they won't say no to a second if the opportunity presents itself. An opportunity might present itself here to Chiefs. Hunter goes high. Jory is sniffing about for a bump. Hunter gets a second touch! And he threads the needle!
He threads that needle through 3 needles. Juicy, he reckons he might have it. Hunter with no boost, then gets it past Itachi. Bounces a pixel in front of Seiko. Drama for Gentlemates on the goal line as Chiefs draw level.
I just cannot believe that one has found its way in. There was nothing wrong with the mechanics there, but the fact that it just bounced in front of the final defender. Anyway, here comes Juicy to the backboard. Juicy desperate to get on the ball again. He's demanding it from his teammates. Seiko that has the touch over the top. Tachi's going to fall round. Hunter clears it long. 10 seconds left now. I wonder if these players would take overtime. Remember, went to game 5 last time they both played. Missed there by a couple of Gentlemates players. Juicy wants one more bite at the cherry. Into the center with him. Wants to get the bump as well. He follows up. Anyone there? Not on this occasion, apart from Jorias. And Seiko just says, you know what, lads? Overtime will do. Jorias says no, though. Juicy keeps it up as well. Now it's Gentlemates on the front foot. Juicy with the flip reset. Hunter has finally had enough. And that will be the overtime. If Gentlemates can't score this next goal, they will need a reverse sweep.
In that back corner, immediately found. Hunter with 100 boost is going to try and find it instead. He finds his own back corner with 33 boost instead. Kaka central, he's there, the next man! It's Jorias, the savior of OCE.
Unbelievable stuff right now from Chiefs. It was Juicy who bundled forward earlier on, but now Kaka returns the favor. Jorias was on his wavelength.
Jorias very handily bringing up Kaka and Hunter to his level. Their positioning, I think that's what it is for me. Their positioning is sublime. They're not just letting Jorias be that #1 man. They are being the #1 OCE team, showing what the region has been building towards, and one more game to put them through to a top 8 in God knows how long.
And I hope that if Finn, who's now retired, is watching this, he's watching it with a big smile on his face to see what his former teammates are now capable of. Now Jorius has come in.
That's open.
There's a chance here. Itachi, he showed great awareness there, but the amount of space and time that Chiefs have got in the Gentlemates half are Gentlemates panicking.
Yeah, for sure. They didn't expect this to happen. 50 attempt from Hunter was a good idea to make sure that it may well just pinch its way into the net, just how Jan's shot did earlier. A long shot near target. Jory is up, backboard awkward, dealt with by Hunter just about. In fact, it whips straight back round, calling in Kaka for backup.
And here comes Kaka now. He's more than backup. He's on the front foot. He gets it over the top of one.
Oh.
The 3% was almost perfect. Itachi to the side. Jorius knocks it further sideways. Wanted to get that boost, but didn't. Instead, it's Itachi. A lead for Gentlemates would be massive for them, but Hunter nips in from the side. More great defending from him. He honestly is one of our most improved players from the last time we saw him in Copenhagen, and now Jorius delays his flip. Kaka gets the bump. Hunter's in now. Every single one of them want to take a chunk out of Gentlemates Alpine.
And their defense so far is looking so shaky. It's not what we expect from Gentlemates. Normally, so well put together, very organized. They make sure that they're going to be able to be a team that control the pace and flow of the game. But with this game and series thrown into complete chaos and turmoil, we see the Chiefs thrive.
Hunter shoots, Hunter almost scores, Juicy again! And now two Chiefs players getting tempted towards the ball. They have to show care. They do not overcommit. One of the classic OCE ways of conceding is just to see that ball from your opposition's half trickling into your own goal. That'd be a sign that things are returning back to the mean, and that's the last thing they want, Chiefs. Kaka beats Itachi to the ball. More good saves from Gentlemates. Juicy has to just try and bypass Seiko. They're tripping over each other's toes right now. Jorius to the ceiling. Is anybody following up? Just Seiko, but Jorius somehow, inexplicably, gets a dunk.
Kaka trying to go for another one on Itachi. This ball barely passing the halfway line. Hunter stops us from doing it again. Sheer concentration on Jorius' face. Central from Itachi, who's up first. Juicy will be the man there. Kaka to intercept, instead falling back towards Hunter. And we have not seen any offense from Gentlemates on the first time of shooting, however. It becomes awkwardly close. Jorius no boost, on target, saved.
Up to now, it has been an oceanic barrage against the orange net. Here's another chance. That one's just going wide.
And we see the Power Boys. They're waiting, looking at their countrymen, wanting them to go through in favor of OCE, making sure that they don't care who the pride of the nation is.
Well, Gentlemates up to now have been the pride of their region, and they certainly have a higher ceiling you would expect than Chiefs. Can they find it? Can they reach towards it and show themselves now? Seiko just shoots. Jorius not only gets the save, keeps about 90 boost, but in comes Itachi. Another huge save from Hunter. How is this guy so good?
Minute 45, 100 seconds left. Hunter is going to be sticking around, challenging, makes it awkward. Jorius tries to sidewall Ritter, and Kaka is there. In the 50 with Seiko, unsuccessful.
Itachi here, he sends it long. He wants to get the boost, can't quite do it. And Hunter, yet again, Juicy's turn, this time into the center for Seiko. Can't quite get the angle. Gentlemates have stepped up. Hunter almost beats his opponent there. The ball just rolls into the corner. Jorius still has top boost. He keeps it going. He wants to flick over Seiko and gets it. Itachi just waiting. The game's starting to slow down just for a second. Any second you feel, it will spring back into life. But which team will be the benefactors?
This final line of defense holding strong so far for both sides. 0-0. Chance though, Seiko's over the top. Hunter, 0 boost, goal line save. Keeps it away on this occasion. Hunter with one centre, and said Jorius going to take control of it. Jorius now to shoot just above the bar.
Hunter is unbelievable with 0 boost. He rarely has anything in the tank, and yet still getting clean touches against Gentlemates. He's back yet again with 12 in the tank. Has to get another save, and he does. Jorius is there to help him out. Seiko's turn to hopefully get a touch for Gentlemates. He can't do it. Itachi towards Juicy. Here comes Jorius, though. Juicy to the side. Jorius stares him down. One clean 50-50. One of these teams will win. It's Jorius' turn. He fakes it. Kaka gets the goal! Jorius shows his genius!
20 seconds, and Kaka, a long shot, his own half. The dreams of OCE now resting on the Chiefs' shoulders. And an opportunity, though, for a kickoff goal. It becomes awkward. How do they handle the kickoff? It's one going for it. Backline, Joris try and send it long. Instead, Seiko up for the bump. It's round, it's wide. Kaka back wall. Again, it's Chiefs to hold on strong. Final 10 seconds. Central, Seiko, a save. Now Kaka, backside, 5 seconds for OC's dreams to come true. Kaka, 1 and 2, a boost steal, keeps it mid, towards a goal. It finds its way in, and the Chiefs find victory over Europe's champions.